Everybody wake up. It's Safari Week. Safari Week 2025 has begun. If you aren't aware what Safari Week is, it is a shiny hunting event, possibly the biggest shiny hunting event of the year, hosted by none other than AbsorBlog's Pokémon. In Safari Week, you have one simple objective: hunt shiny Pokémon in the Safari Zone, in any games where the Safari Zone is available, that being Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, as well as the Great Marsh in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Even though these hunts are full odds of 1 in 81.92, the Safari Zone is quite different from typical hunts, because the Pokemon have a chance to run away. You could be hunting for hours, maybe even days, tens of thousands of encounters, and when you finally find that shiny, it could just run away. The Safari Week this year was my first ever Safari Week. It was an absolute emotional roller coaster. It started off on a hopeful high and then sunk down to an absolute low before kind of slowly rising back up again. Please enjoy my first ever Safari Week 2025. Oh, it's the 20th of June, aka the official start of Safari Week 2025. I have quite the setup for my first ever Safari Week, and I've got this little jank, like super jank recording setup that I'm gonna have to deal with. My keyboard's like all the way back there. I'm not gonna be able to reach it for the next few days. But yeah, let me run you through what we've got. We have got Japanese Soul Silver, Japanese Pearl, English Heart Gold, English Platinum, English Diamond, English Ruby, and we do have a Japanese Emerald, but I've just realised I haven't defeated the Elite Four on this game, so we can't go into the Safari Zone yet. So we're one game down already, so that's just going to be a little side quest whenever I've got some free time from hunting. I'm going to get through this game and then we can have an extra one. I do have more games if it comes down to it, and I do have more DSs and Game Boys that I can use if we need to, if we have to swap consoles out if they're dying too quick. But yeah, this weekend's going to be a bit busy. Today I'm going to be doing some IRL stuff, and then obviously I'm working Saturday, Sunday, and on Sunday I'm doing some overtime, so I probably won't end up hunting at all unless I can sneak like one of my GBAs to work and do a bit of hunting on my break. But yeah, I have absolutely no targets at all. I'm just going for absolutely anything, completely random. Maybe in Ruby I'll go for an oddish for the sake of it, for Calzone. But yeah, I do have a lot of plans for this week, for this Safari Week. So this first weekend is going to be pretty chill, pretty laid back, but next week I've got the weekend booked off next weekend, so I've got quite a lot planned during the week and that weekend. Let's crack on with Safari Week. Let's see if we get anything at all. Let's do it. I don't know why I thought I needed to do the League in Emerald. In reality, I actually needed the Pokéblock case, but I didn't realise that till later. I started this first day of Safari Week in high spirits. My setup was a little bit uncomfortable and not very efficient, but I was enjoying hunting either way. After hunting for a few hours and getting a good number of encounters in, I was heading out of the house for a while to do some photos for my niece's prom. I even took my Game Boy SP and my copy of Ruby with me to do a few encounters where and when I could. It was then during this outing that the first day of Safari Week went from fun to absolute misery. While we were out doing photos, I had my bag stolen off a wall where I had stupidly left it unattended. Inside the bag was one of my camera lenses, some SD cards, but more importantly, my GBA SP and my copy of Ruby. The Ruby that I had hunted my badge quest Groudon and my favourite mythical Jirachi on. It was gone. Angry doesn't even begin to describe how I felt at the time. I'm glad I wasn't recording anything, because me and my family were using some very colourful language. Luckily, my sister knows a lot of people in the area and is a big part of the local community, so she put out the word that the bag was stolen, and all I could do was wait. After getting home, I had absolutely no energy or motivation to hunt, so I just took it chill for the night, ending the first day of Safari Week on 1,933 encounters, no shiny, and one less game. After getting home from work on day 2, I had calmed down quite a bit and decided to hunt for the evening. It wasn't long into hunting that we received a message that someone had found my bag, not far from where it was stolen. Someone on their morning run had spotted the bag and we rushed down to their address to get it from them. Sadly, the bag had been emptied, but I was just glad to have it back. The bag itself has been all over the world with me and I've had it for years, so there's a lot of sentimental value. Also, the bag's worth like more than all the stuff that was stolen combined, so yeah, thief was a bit of an idiot. I do want to say thank you to all my family and friends who helped me in the situation. My older brother Jamie replaced my Game Boy for me and my dad offered to replace the lens. I'm very grateful to have family that cares about me because it's very clear that the family of whoever stole my bag clearly doesn't care about them. I continued hunting throughout the evening, then leading into Sunday, I was doing some overtime at work, but I brought along some of my DS's to hunt during my break. Even though I thought I'd be too tired to hunt after my overtime, I actually did hunt a little bit, just on less consoles, ending the first weekend of Safari Week on 3,901 encounters. It's currently the 23rd of June, day 4 of Safari Week 2025. Obviously, as you probably heard in the voiceover, I had a bit of a rough weekend. TLDR, had one of my Game Boys stolen. It is what it is. We're now one console down. But luckily my older brother has let me borrow his copy of Soul Silver and his 3DS. And obviously, as you can see, we are also 2 consoles down. Don't worry, those ones weren't stolen. I took them out of the rotation because it was just uncomfortable to record. And being uncomfortable when hunting just makes me not want to hunt. So I cut it down to 4 consoles. I've got now a much better angle of the consoles. I mean, obviously they're all closed at the minute, but it does look a lot better, I promise. But yeah, I wasn't able to hunt too much on the weekend just due to what happened and also because of work, doing some overtime. But this week, we are going beast mode. I plan on hunting pretty much all day today, and hopefully we can at least find a shiny. Let's just crack on. Safari Week. Let's get that first shiny. That's my aim for today. Find that first shiny, not get. The get is optional on Safari Week. But yeah, let's crack on. Monday was the start of my true Safari Week hunting. I had all week to hunt, and I had also booked off that weekend, specifically for Safari Week, to get in as much hunting as I could. However, it didn't take long into this day before we had found our first shiny. Shiny, execute. The shiny of Safari Week. Shiny execute on the English Platinum. 4,604 encounters. Goddamn, golden eggs. It's not Easter. Right. I am gonna have to record the catch attempt on my phone because this microphone I'm using for my recording setup won't be able to pick up the game audio, but I will zoom in for like a little extra angle, I guess. Yeah, we have our first shiny of Safari Week. This is gonna be a bit of a pain trying to record on my phone and thingy at the same time, but it'll work out if I do this. There we go. I can use I'll work it out in editing. Right. Let me turn the game up a bit. Right. First ball. I'm really worried. When I got it then I was like, oh no, I haven't hit start recording, but I have. Right. First ball. Oh, broke out. No shake. Oh, fled straight away. God damn it. Now we cut the recording on my phone. Whoa, not even one shake. One ball fled. Rip. Right, well, there we go. First shiny of Safari Week found. I guess let's continue on, I guess. After losing those eggs, I was actually super motivated. I was determined to go beast mode on hunting. I started my second phase on Monday night, which led into Tuesday, where the first half of my day was spent streaming some Xenoblade 3. But yeah, Jamie kindly bought me a new Game Boy SP. Yeah, Jamie's asked me to unbox it on stream because he said, like, do you want a specific color? And I was like, just surprise me. So yeah, here we go. This is the new SP. Oh, it's like see-through, but it's like hang on,
it's blue crystal, mate.
It's like a blue boy. Despite popular opinions, I do have some resemblance of a heart. Oh, it's the glacier color. Hang on, let me grab a game.
That was pretty nice looking, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's I mean, it's not an official shell. It's like a custom. It's all custom. The screen's like custom and that. Yeah, there we go. New Game Boy. Cheers, Jamie. We are gaming on Pokemon. This is the stream now.
Very cool. Very swag. I like it.
Yeah, it's very nice. After the Xeno session was done for the day, I was straight back to hunting, and it wasn't too long before the copy of Platinum had blessed us again. Shiny Noctowl. On the Platinum again. 2,132 encounters. On the Platinum again. Jeez. Right. Let's get this set up. After 2,132 encounters on the Platinum that found the Execute before. The Platinum again, this Platinum was pretty unlucky on that Arceus hunt. So right, let's do it. First ball. One shake. Two shake. Three shake. Catch! Yes, mate. Nice one. Right, name. One sec, I'm watching Cyan right now. Let me ask Cyan.
Let's see. Safari Hunt, Noctowl, Sleepy Burb.
Don't know if that's gonna fit, but we'll have a go. Nice one. Right, let's head out and do a quick nature guess. Show it off in battle, and then we'll crack back on. You got a nature guess, Adam?
Quiet.
Adam says quiet. It's mild. Very nice. I didn't guess one. Mild, oh mate, I was right. We've got a normal Shellos. And a shiny Noctowl Sleepy Bird with the the weird like seduction eye turn around, head tilt. I don't think I have anything turned on. Nope. No effects. Very nice. Right, let's get back in the zone. We had obtained our first shiny of Safari Week 2025, and what an iconic Gen 2 Pokemon. I should also mention at this point all my Gen 2 remake games had the base Pokemon for the Safari Zone. I didn't prepare for this Safari Week at all, but at the end of the day for me, I personally just enjoy hunting and taking part in the event. It's why I don't really have any specific targets. However, there was a Pokemon that if I managed to find, I would love to have caught. Tuesday night was spent starting my third phase, leading into Wednesday, where me and Carl streamed our finale of Xenoblade 3. Yes! Once we'd cried our eyes out, it was straight back to hunting. I hunted all night across my DSs, but at this point, I'd finally got my emerald set up for the Safari Zone. So, for some bizarre reason, after finishing my hunting for the night, I turned on my emerald to do a few random encounters off camera, and in less than 30 encounters, I found the fabled Pokémon of the zone. Hello, so I've just been... I put down my other games for the night, my 4 main ones. And I was just hunting on my emerald just for the night, just a little chill couple of encounters. I did 23 encounters on the emerald just then, plus the 2,000 I did on my other game. So yeah, shiny oddish in 2,023 encounters on my emerald. H, Calzone will be proud. Right, I apologise for the flickering on the screen, I think it's just my phone. Right, first ball. I really hope I get this. Oh, straight away. Okay, it stayed. One shake. Stayed. Third ball. Yes! Oh, I really wanted an oddish. I really wanted an oddish. Well, you know what we've got to call it. You know what we've got to call it. In memory of, he's not dead, but in honour of Calzone, H. Oh man, what a shiny to get. Third shiny of Safari Week, shiny oddish. Yeah, I've just literally just, as you can see, my encounters are on 23. And like, yeah, it just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, we've got a normal Shuppet. And a shiny H oddish. Very nice. I don't think I have battle effects turned on. Shiny H the oddish. I can't read the nature, but yeah, third shiny of Safari Week, and a really iconic one. I still cannot believe that I got that. Genuinely still cannot believe that I got that. Like, and obviously because I wasn't recording, I was just chilling out, doing a couple of encounters in my own, like just chilling, not focusing on recording. So hey, at least we got like a really iconic shiny. I don't know what to say. I'm rambling. I'm completely speechless. But that's also the end of day. What day of Safari Week is it now? I don't even know. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, nighty night. I'll see you in the morning, which is when we start going big boy beast mode. So yeah, night night. Hello, it's currently the 26th of June. It's day 7 of Safari Week. And popped out for a little wander. Just getting my emerald set up for the wander as well. The emerald that got the oddish last night. Which means we've got a shiny for him quite early, so it's good to know. But yeah, I'm just going to go for a little wander and do some footage, badge quest-esque style vlogging. Just to kind of mix up the footage a little bit, just so it's not just me sat at my desk. And I might just kind of vlog and chat about my thoughts with Safari Week so far. This is a good time to talk about how I found Safari Week so far. Also, hello, face cam Tom, I don't usually do this. It's been good fun so far, obviously minus the theft, the robbery. I'm just watching where I'm going, sorry if I'm not looking into the camera. But yeah, I think at the first it was a bit uncomfortable with the 6 consoles, but now that I've cut it back down to 4, it's a lot more comfortable, and I do find myself actively wanting to hunt on a night time, and I always say like, oh, I'll finish at this time, and I end up going longer. But yeah, and then I've just been hunting on and off in my spare time with the emerald. But yeah, it's been pretty fruitful so far. 3 shinies, 2 caught, 1 lost. Not too bad. I do hope we get one on the heart gold or soul silver though, because I would really like a shiny on them. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's been really fun. I haven't been able to do much like interesting stuff just because I've been busy with work over the weekend and streaming Xenoblade and stuff on Tuesday, Wednesday. But now, from now, basically, we've got stuff planned for Saturday and Sunday, and then obviously I'm streaming long today and tomorrow, Friday, so I can proper like crack on with the hunt and do all the really interesting stuff I wanted to do for the video to make it interesting. I'm so awkward at talking to the camera, but look, there's like a clay spring there. Have a drink from there, mate. Currently walking around a deer sanctuary right now. I was hoping the deers would be out and I'd be able to get some footage of them, but they're not out today. I'll get some more footage and then start making my way home, and it's obviously Safari Week. Oh, squirrel! There's a squirrel. Where's he gone? Luckily as well, for the past few months, my local shop hasn't been stocking the Mountain Dew. I thought because all this stuff's meant to be banned in the UK that they'd been raided and a bunch of the stock had been taken. But today I went in and they had a Baja Blast. It was the last one, so let's also crack that open. Perfect timing for Safari Week. Here's to shiny hunting. Oh. Very nice. Right, let's crack on. Once I'd returned from my morning walk, starting my 4th phase, I was all set up for my first Safari Week stream. It was an absolute blast to hunt together with other people in the chat. I should also mention I had set up a donation goal to replace my copy of Pokémon Ruby that was stolen, and during the stream we hit that goal, so thank you again to everyone who donated. You are all legends. Oh. Hey, cheers Cyan for the £7.30. I'm guessing that was $10. But yeah, cheers lad. No game or console should ever be stolen, that is very true. I'm hunting 4 hours today and then 4 hours tomorrow on stream. Hey, cheers Jody as well for the £7.30. Again, I'm assuming that's $10, but yeah, thank you so much. Much appreciated, Doritos chip. Like the whole room, like, oh my god, Jamie. Cheers for the 20 quid, Jamie. God's sake. We hit the goal. Cheers, Jamie. Much appreciated. Adam hasn't even donated anything. Adam's got to give a tenner now. Now we can buy a takeaway. Why does this mean that we buy a takeaway? Let's go. Hey, cheers, guys. Thanks everyone who donated. Yeah, I'll look on eBay tonight and I'll find one that's real, a copy of Ruby that's real, and I shall purchase it. And then I'll donate the rest to Special Effect and I'll post the receipts to everything. Once the stream was over on Thursday, I did a little bit more hunting on just 2 consoles to wind down the night. Then we picked the hunt back up the next day, big boy style on stream. Sadly, I didn't end up finding a shiny live on stream. However, one of my viewers, Jody Maloney, did manage to find a shiny. Not in the Safari Zone though. Shiny Diglett, hey, nice one Jody. That was quick, bloody hell. I'm guessing that's in Let's Go. That was really fast. GG's, Jody. Can we get some GG's for Jody, please? At least we had some shiny luck over those 2 days of streams. GG's again, Jody. Something I would like to do for the Safari Week next year is stream more, as I felt like I didn't stream enough of it this year. Once the stream was over, I did a little bit more hunting over the night, off camera. Again, I don't know why I risked it again a second time, but luckily nothing was found. Ending day 7 of Safari Week on our 4th phase with 3,235 encounters, leading us into the 2nd and final weekend of Safari Week 2025. Hello, it's the 28th of June, it's day 8 of Safari Week, and today we're going to be going out to a magical place in Leeds called Harewood House, where you can see lots of animals, and we'll be doing some hunting in the Safari Zone. But yes, it's time for the shiny hunting time, gaming time. me and Jamie set off into the big wide world of Leeds to head to Harewood House, a manor garden thing, which was supposed to have animals. Big emphasis on the supposed to. We hopped on the most middle-class bus in the world, and literally 5 seconds after Jamie stopped recording this clip, this happened. Shiny coffin. How many counters is that? On the English Heart Gold. 2,435. But we'll do the encounter when we get off the bus. Because it's a bit unstable, it's a bit loud. So we'll leave it for now. Yeah, sorry to leave you in suspense for a bit for this encounter, but we made our way up to Harewood House, where I found a suitable spot to attempt the catch for this round, coffin-inducing Pokemon. So we've got the shiny coffin on Heart Gold. There he is. That's a pretty good Gen 1 shiny. Right. Let's see if we get it. First ball. First ball. Epic. Oh my days. We got it. Camera doesn't want to focus because DS is outside of the pain. There it is. Right, well, let's name it. I'm going to name it Bus because it was found on a bus. All caps. There we go. I shall show some clips of that in battle, but I'm just going to keep cracking on with hunting right now. Let's go! I genuinely can't believe my luck on some of these catches, and of course Oddish had to be the most stressful, like the one Pokemon I actually wanted to find. As we ventured round Harewood House, we took in the beautiful gardens of the middle class and sweated ourselves to death in the 30-degree heat. We also learnt that all the animals had no longer been at the house since 2023, so I guess just enjoy this montage of me and Jamie walking around the woods. I'm going to walk around this 3 times to get some shiny luck on the next encounter. That's not clockwise, this is clockwise. Right, that's 3. Let's do an encounter. Come on, giant Buddha ornament, give me luck. Normal Zatu Natu. It would have been the worst shiny if we'd have gotten it shiny anyway. It was a really nice area, to be fair. There was also a festival going on at the same time, which looked like a low-budget bootleg version of Glastonbury. I was hunting constantly on my Emerald, as I knew I had that early shiny frame, so it felt like the most efficient game to hunt on. We came across an abandoned church on the grounds as well, where I felt the urge to hunt in the house of God, and also preach the good word of our Lord. Safari week. Before long, it was nearing closing time, so me and Jamie made our way back into Leeds and back home. It was a fun day out, shame about the animals, but what can you do? I settled down for the evening, watching a certain fishy VTuber who I had definitely never seen before do her debut stream, as well as hunting on just a couple of consoles on the side.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed at all? And if
GG's. Tomorrow's the final day, so fingers crossed we can end it off with a bang. It was June 29th, and the final day of Safari Week 2025. I had big plans for this day, and as always, they didn't go as planned. I went out in the morning for some quick shopping with the intent to meet up with my mates not long after. However, I didn't end up meeting them till around 7 PM. So it's the 29th of June now. It's the final day of Safari Week. I've been hunting on off all morning across my emerald, and we're on a nice little 1,523 encounters, and I'm on the wrong lens. I am now off down to the pub with my mates, with Carl. Everyone knows Carl from streams, and everyone knows Rob from his house. So yeah, I'm going to force them to do some hunting with me, and we're going to end off this Safari Week with a little chill sesh. So let's go. Once we did manage to meet, we grabbed some tinnies and went to the park to devour a succulent Chinese meal, while also being devoured by mosquitoes. We did plan to go to the pub afterwards, which was around 8 PM. After making our way down to the pub through the extremely thick, stale, humid air, the pub was closed. So we retreated to the children's play park. Oh my god, it sounds so bad. For a few final drinks, and for me to finally force my mates to shiny hunt with me. It was a really chill night. Not as long as I had originally planned, but it's always fun just hanging out with my mates whenever we get the chance. And next year I definitely want to force more of my mates to shiny hunt with me. As the night grew in and the bugs kept biting, we did our final encounters. No shiny, sadly, and we ended off this final night of Safari Week 2025.
So exciting.
It's the wide angle. It looks well. 1,700 were done at the park. How did you enjoy shiny hunting? First shiny. What did you think, Rob?
Yeah, enjoyed.
They're walking back home now. Carl and Rob have got taxi. It was good hanging out, and I forced them both to shiny hunt with me. Ended on 1,700 encounters. No shiny, but I think that's going to be the end of Safari Week 2025 for me. It's been good. I'm probably going to do a proper outro and some of my thoughts better, but yeah, I've enjoyed it despite the awful start. But yeah, it's been a good night. It's too warm though, so gotta get home and get cooled down. But yeah, over to Tom for the outro. GG's peeps. Well, that is it. That is the end of Safari Week 2025 and the end of my very first Safari Week. Despite the fact that I got robbed right at the start of the week did nothing but improve once the first weekend was over. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to next year. I think next year I definitely want to be a bit more prepared, actually have some targets, upgrade my Safari zones in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And yeah, just overall maybe plan a bit better, because I did have quite a few plans or ideas this year, but they just didn't come to fruition just because of how the week planned out. But definitely want to plan a bit more next year, and also maybe try and get some more mates involved, force them to shiny hunt with me. So there's a couple of people I want to thank. Obviously, first off, shout out to Absol for hosting this event, as always. A really unique and fun event. One I wanted to take part in last year, but I just didn't have the resources, so I'm glad I managed to take part this year. And also, obviously, a big shout out to my family and friends, especially my older brother Jamie, for helping replace all the stuff that got stolen. I really appreciated everyone, even though I have like a completely monotone voice. I do appreciate it. And I want to shout out everyone on the stream, everyone who donated on the streams to help replace my Pokemon Ruby. So my older brother Jamie, Cyan and Jodie. I'll leave links to all their socials in the description. Thank you everyone for watching. If you've liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe and all that, and check out the other videos on the channel. I do a lot of other shiny hunting and Pokemon-esque videos, as well as streaming twice a week, Tuesday and Wednesday, with my friend Carl. We do like JRPG playthroughs. GG's to everyone who took part. Let me know in the comments if you took part in this Safari Week this year. What did you get? Even though we didn't get many shinies, I just enjoy the journey. For me, it's never really about the shiny specifically. Apart from the Oddish, I did kind of want the Oddish. It's always about the journey, and this Safari Week has been quite the journey, quite the emotional roller coaster. I'll stop rambling now. Thank you very much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the support. I don't know what to say. I don't think I can say thank you enough, but thank you. Cheers, peeps. Have a good one.